Everyone, good evening and welcome to this part of the world. It is another beautiful, beautiful day that the Lord has made. We rejoice and we are glad in it, of course, as usual. And today is another, Sunday that we come out here, to talk about our business. And we just want to take this opportunity to appreciate you who have actually stuck with us since we started, this Go Live so many months ago. And today we have a very, very interesting, topic, to dive into. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly introduce myself. And of course, I'm not here alone. I have my colleagues, my business partners. And so I am going to introduce myself first. My name is Vera Agho-Olomu, and I am originally from Nigeria. I am a mom of 6 beautiful children, 3 boys and 3 girls. And I reside here in Ireland. I am a proud digital business owner and, of course, a coach and a mentor. So I have with me Brother Mike. Brother Mike is all the way from Sweden, and I would love you to introduce yourself, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Michael Agho-Olomu. Yes, I am to a father of 3 beautiful children and a husband. We reside in beautiful Sweden, and even though we are originally from Nigeria, I am a mentor and a digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Mike. Princess, please.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Princess. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a wife, a mom, an IT business analyst by profession. And thank you for watching us. Kindly listen to us today and you'll be glad you did.
Thank you, Princess. Sister Shoko, please.
Hello, everyone. This is Shoko. I'm the face behind Grace TK Digital World. Thank you so much for passing by. I know you learn a lot. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm currently staying in Ireland. I'm a mother of 3. I'm a wife and I'm a nurse. And I'm also a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Shoko. That is actually very brilliant. So, like I said today, we are going to be treating a very, very, important, topic, and it is why are people in good, stable profession venturing into digital business? As we may all have seen, like if you are always online, you must have seen a lot of people who are, venturing into digital business, and I know you in your heart you wonder what is going on. I actually saw my GP the other day, also in digital business. I wonder, what is my doctor doing here? He's supposed to be getting enough money. He's supposed to be, being in a prestigious, position. But how come is looking? What is he looking for online? Why is he into digital business? Oh, I saw a friend of mine who used to be, we used to go to, school together, and right now he's a pilot. But I saw him also in the digital business. Guys, what is going on? And the other day, I saw this guy that has a bus. He actually runs, he's a bus driver and also running digital business. So why, what is he looking for? Because I think that he's actually making enough. And also, I saw this woman who owned this big African shop somewhere. And she is in the digital business as well. Oh my goodness, I think I'm the only one who has not joined the digital business. But come here. Is this real? So we are here to actually discuss this topic, and of course, we are going to look at it from different angles to see why these people are venturing into digital business. Because as we all know, digital business actually allows you, no matter what profession you are in, no matter your qualification, no matter your experience business-wise, no matter how if you're tech savvy or not, it allows you, to learn and then of course to earn. And the truth is, because we have a system that is designed in such a way that everybody is actually welcome, because you have a mentor who is going to guide you, you have a coach who is going to, advise you on how to strategize your business. So as a result of that, you can actually come in and do this business. And not only that, it's not just a business that when you venture into, you lose. No, there is no such thing, especially if you use our own system. There is nothing like, oh, I started this business last year, and then when I checked my capital, Right now, my capital is, I've actually eaten into my capital. So you have liquidation and all those things going around everywhere, but there's no such thing like that in this business. The reason being that you have a system that has been tested and proven to work. So today, I'm going to be calling on Brother Michael, please, to talk about why people in good stable profession are venturing into digital business. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and thank you to our viewers. Actually, that is something beautiful, and I want to view it from this perspective. Uh, One of the reasons, okay, especially for me as a man, and as an African man, we are usually hands in. We are 100% part of the growing up of our children, and we understand the role of a man in their house when it comes to giving the support to the mother of the house, which is our wives. Uh, so it is very important for me as a man, and that is generally I see as every man wants to be in a life. But you see that while trying to make ends meet, while trying to make sure you provide for the family, while trying to make sure that you lift the family up and be the provider, the breadwinner of the family, you end up missing a large part of the milestones of your children. For example, my eldest child, my eldest daughter, used to be a gymnast. But I dare say one of the reasons, before I started this business, though, one of the reasons she stopped was that I was not able to always take her there. And if I'm at work, then the mom cannot leave the other children to take her to the gymnasium because the hall, if you take them there, you have to stay and watch and be with the kids. So
Mm-hmm.
now if you have younger children and you have very limited times, you see that it's always there very difficult. Of course, she tried to keep up with the time, but then there's a difference from when I'm home. So what am I trying to say now? When you have children as a man, the milestone that these children achieve is very important. And I take my son for example. Since I started this digital business, that I don't need to do too much extra or to do extra shift. I am able to follow my son's football activity and make sure he doesn't miss anything, and I'm there with him. So you see that for parents who don't have this ability, for parents who try to uh, kill two stones with one bird, you always lose out. It has happened that that the parent will be, or a dad will be uh, at work on the birthday of a child because you already booked that time, and probably you are going to be paid extra. Even though you are paying for the birthday ceremony, but you are forced to go to work and you miss that child's birthday. And the children don't forget these things when they grow up. They remember the times you were there, they remember the times you were not. So for me, I think one of the things you get to or you gain, even though you are in the top end, or you have a very good job that is paying well, one of the things you gain is that time freedom that you actually can dedicate to your children and watch them grow and help them grow. There's nothing as good as when the father sits beside a child to say, okay, what's that problem? What is that mathematics problem? What is that English problem that you are having? Let's solve it together. Let's try to reason together. There's nothing as good as when a child knows that if the child is crying, you just turn around and look at the dad. The dad is there to give that comforting support. Or even when that child is being unruly, a voice that is there to be the correction is very important, and you can actually achieve this by being there. And that is time, and time, they say, is money. So how do you win back this time from selling it to an employer, to a job giver, is by owning your own business. And that's what we're talking about now. That one of the reasons that I can say for a fact that it's making people who are already working in good steady jobs, who have stable professions, and are even among the top earners, are actually leaving that branch to to go back and say, what can I do? How can I win back my time? How can I own my time and decide when and when not to? Is by owning your digital business, by owning your own business and not just any other business. Because if you have a regular brick and mortar business, you are going to be basically like the person that is going to do extra job, even though it's your business, because you are going to be away from the house. So there's nothing as good as you being in the house, running your business, and then earn that living, and yet you are there for your family, you are yet there for your kids. You have that time to dedicate to them. I want to call it quality time, because there's nothing as much as having the quality time to dedicate to your children. And then once they know that my dad, my father, or my mom is here to give me the support that I need when I need it, you can be rest assured that your children are going to grow up loving you, and then being confident for themselves and able to go above the vices that is prevalent in the world today. I will just hold on for now. Hopefully, I will be able to come back on later. Thank you, Vera, for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. I actually love those, points you drew out from this, because as we all know, Brother Mike, as he introduced himself, he's a dad of three, right? And he works, but because he works, and usually a very very stable job. I think you've been doing that job for as long as I know. I know you have been in Europe, right? And
Yeah,
that is to say, it's a very very stable job. So that is
yeah,
to say, you are not going there. You don't need to. It's not as if you need to leave that job to get some other extra income. No, what you are
yeah.
looking for is just that time, to be able to
Yes,
dedicate to your children. Now that you still have that time, I know that your oldest now is probably nearing an adult age, but at the same
it
time,
is.
there's still that time, even if it is just 1 month, 2 months that you can actually get out of, the time that we've actually lost with them. It is still something. It's better than nothing. Thank you so much for sharing that information. And please, I'm going to go down to a princess. Please, princess, I would like you to talk about the areas where, as of course, I know you work too, as you have a very good profession as well, and you're earning enough. And but here you are, you have a stable job, but here you are venturing into digital business. So, do you want to share your own side,
Yes.
please?
Thank you, Sister Vera, for this opportunity. Oftentimes people say, I want to get into this profession. When I'm in this profession, I know that everything will be sorted out for me, because a lot of times we are focused on the financial aspect of whatever profession we want to get into. Probably because we have people who want to settle back home. For those of us who are from Africa, we don't just travel and forget about home. We want to settle back home and even live a very good life abroad as well. So we focus more on, on the monetary aspect, and we forget about self-care. And that's have a way of telling on you as time progresses. That's why you see a lot of Africans now who before they used to know us for longevity, because we really do not fall sick, and but because of this profession we have ventured into, we really do not have that time anymore to take care of ourselves. I, for example, I'm an IT business analyst, and that's, it's very mentally demanding, because all you need to do is keep on, promoting the business, representing the business so you could achieve a certain goal. And doing that, you deny yourself a lot of opportunity to rest. You deny yourself a lot of, opportunity to, I, for example, there was one time for 2 months I couldn't even go for pedicure. And one day I had to ask myself, like, what's totally going on? Like, why can't I just, because there are tasks and tasks and tasks that you want to do, that sometimes Saturdays you have other activities that you want to take care of. Maybe you want to do laundry, you want to do this, you want to go to store, you want to stock up the house, and Sundays the time is always too short for you to even have time for yourself. And you end up at the little time you have, you want to complete the task that probably you know that if I don't do this today, going to work on Monday will be, there will be a catastrophe. So I just have to do this now so that I don't have a lot of taxes that are piled up. And doing that, you are endangering your health. You see, sometimes you say, okay, I'm going to resume at 8 o'clock. But because you already know you have taxes that you need to do, because trust me, these people prioritize the job before you, they don't prioritize you. But as a business owner, when you become an entrepreneur and you have succeeded to a point that you had to, maybe a job quitter, you have to leave your job, you find out that you prioritize yourself because you have more time to do the things that you even love. And the good thing about this digital business is the major focus of this digital business, I think for those who design this business, is for time, for you to be able to redeem time.
Time for you to
And
be able
that
to
is
redeem
why
time.
you see a lot of people, a lot of professionals, doctors, pilots, and everybody is going into this business, not because of the monetary aspect, just because of that time. Because you want to cut down, you want to start building something that you know you could rely on tomorrow. Because trust me, this business is very stable and reliable. It has been proven, the system is proven, and you could, rely on it to the point you could leave your own job to rely solely on this business. And you doing that, okay, now I have the time to do the things that I love. A lot of people love to travel, a lot of people love to go hunting, a lot of people just like to be in places, but they find themselves not even having those hobbies are all gone. It used to be hobbies, but now it's just something they admire from afar because they don't have the time to really go for what they like. So it's not I'm not surprised if I see any body and so, see anyone now who is in a very high level profession venturing into this business. I totally understand why they are coming into this business, because I'm there. I know how it is. I know the desire of everybody is to have this thing called time. Because trust me, these jobs, what they do is to pay for your time and get your time away from you. And you trying to redeem that time is always is a fight. So you starting a business like this business is something you have to think about. Regardless of your profession, you have to think about it so that you will have time for yourself. You'll be able to prioritize yourself. You'll be able to do the things you like. You'll be able to, go for pedicure like me that couldn't have pedicure for 2 months. And, and these are things that I usually do every month. I just love to take care of myself. But I find out that my job, because there'll be a time you have a project and there is a deadline and you have to meet up. That's what you sign up for, and that's what you are being paid for. So there's really no excuse. So you want to do this, so do those things so you could fulfill your goals and say, okay, yes, I was a major part of the success story of this project. Meanwhile, your health, yourself, and everything are paying for those things, those times that you are, putting into your job. So I would say that digital business have come to stay, especially this as that our system has been proven. It's just 7 years now, but the business we are relating with is over 50 years, celebrated 50 years a month ago. So it has come to stay. It's not going anywhere, and it will keep growing. A lot of people in different professions will keep coming in because we are all trying to redeem time. Thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you so much, sis. That was actually, very, very brilliant. For a lot of us, it is. I have actually seen live myself where I have actually seen where a lot of professionals, right? They have this money in the pockets to buy stuff, right? But they don't even have the time, for example, to go to that shop and try those things on. Do you understand? So they end up shopping online. By shopping online, so that you will see they go to the same party that you will have the extra time to do everything for yourself. You will see the difference of someone who has time, right? And the one who has money but has no time. The one who has money and has no time, might actually go to the party and you don't even have time to put on the what do you call it, to cleanse. So to do all those beauty regime where you would have to you take your time to take, like, for ladies, if you don't take your time to look after yourself, I'm telling you, your body will ask you. I was actually speaking to my sister today without makeup, without anything, and she looked at me. She was like, "Oh, I know your skin," and I said, "Okay, thank you, but I know what I do differently. When I had no time, tell me to please if I can even bath one day service something, like that means it's enough. But right now I take time, not because I'm using more expensive cream. I'm actually using more cheaper, beauty stuff now because I take time to do the right thing. But imagine before now, I never had that time. So a lot of people are like that. They have this money stashed somewhere, but they don't even have the time to go and use this money. For example, and you have somebody who will actually, go to the tailor, or maybe contact the tailor, or a fashion designer, do this for me. And then on the day, they didn't have time to go and try those clothes on, to even see if it will fit them, maybe to adjust and do other things. On the day, you see wardrobe failure, just because they didn't have that time. It's not because they don't have money to pay for those things, but because they don't have the time have it properly done for them. When you see somebody who is not working, who is have that time for themselves, you see them, looking tush, more tush. But that is because of time, guys. I know it sounds funny, but it is the reality of the lives of those who are actually working in different professions. It's a life of those, because the truth is, as Princess has actually said, once you get to this particular point where you are in good stable profession, your time is almost nearly taken from you. Like, you have no time for yourself, because you are literally trading the time for the money. So keep the money, or give us your time. That's what you're doing. So a lot of them, why they're actually doing this right now, is to just get a little bit of time back for themselves. And for some, the trend we are now seeing happening now is, for some, when they don't go into these digital businesses, they're like, oh God, all this little time that I put in my digital business, I'm earning this much. You see some cutting their jobs into half, some quitting completely to say, oh my God, am I stupid? Like, I've been doing this job for a very long time. I've not been able to have time and have the money to, at the same time. So is this even a possible thing? That's why you see a lot of people, they're not crazy, because they now know that time, to me, time answers everything, not really money now, actually. So, Sister Shoko, I'm going to go over to you now, please. If you want to talk about the area of, time freedom, how it relates to, posterity, because as we all know, guys, it's not just about now; it's about later in life. Right? We know a lot of people who are right now depriving themselves, because they're saying, "Okay, I'll do it later when I retire. I'll do it later when I have more something. When my children leave for college. I'll do it later when my children get married. I'll do it later when my children leave home." So I would like you to talk about that area of posterity as it regards, to golden years. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Vera. Long back, people didn't have so many options. So they were forcing themselves to work till they are 70 and say, if I have my retirement money, then I'll finish my project, then I'll buy a house. Because there were no options. And imagine, with the cold weather, you are 69, you are waking up very early to go to work. And when you are in your 60s or in your late 50s, the targets are still the same. You still have to produce the same. It's you don't sign your contract according to your age. And they say, you are 29, you do so much work, and you are now 63, you do so much work. No, it's the same work. If you are a doctor, if you are a surgeon, you have to stand up those 12 hours, perform. And now with aging up, you have maybe arthritis, you have back problems, because like life happens. But like sometimes you force yourself because there is no other option. What can you do? If you just sit at home, bills cannot pay themselves. But now people have come to realize that we have an online business. If you start, once you are established, you can get the same or even more as you were getting when you were going for your work. And so they start their business earlier in life, so that when things start to, they can quit or cut on the hours, so they can be able to build up for their legacy. They can be able to pay bills. So in our business, we have people retiring in their 30s. In the last time I loved a young lady retired at 23, and I said, my God, and she's traveling all over. because she has time, she has the money. So why not? So sometimes we kill ourselves because we are on our work 12 hours. For example, a nurse, it's so demanding. You are tending patients, you are lifting them, and you are a 63-year-old. So you have no rest and you have many problems in your health because of that. But with this online business, you can just, when you see that my body is now complaining, you can even decide to rest even before any chronic issues. So that's why we are starting this online business for our golden age, so that I will have all the time, I will have even all the financial freedom I want, and I don't have to wait till I'm 70 to travel the world. If you are going to work, can you travel for 3 months? You can't, because you are at work. But if you have this online business and you are working half hours, or you have retired, you have all the time you have in the world, and you can travel, and you can start your project very early in life because of the financial freedom that comes with this online business. So yes, even professionals with lots of money, they are not now waiting for 70 years to achieve financial freedom, to achieve all those bigger projects. They are venturing into this online business. They are on salaries plus the financial freedom in this business. They are doing great things. And yes, some will continue working because they enjoy doing so, and it's a choice for them. And some, when things are like established, they just quit, they resign, and they do those things that they love doing. So yes, we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have accountants, we have all professions. And it's, if you see people telling their life stories, if you see people all from all over, all professions represented, you just say, wow. And I'm just a nurse. So yes, I'm in a good business. And it's so amazing how this business is rewarding people. If you just put effort, it will reward you, whether you have a higher profession, or whether you are a nurse like me, or even you are from any other profession, because the training site is the same, whether you are a doctor or you are a nurse. It's the same training site. The webinar is the same, no matter your profession. And you have your coaches. As a doctor, I have my coach. So everything is the same. I can say this business is an equalizer. Whether you are a high profession or you are, everything is the same tools, it's the same automation, it's the same time freedom, and the rewards are the same. In our business now, what differs is, in our 9 to 5, I cannot earn above my doctor. But in this business, my doctor can earn less than mine, because if I put more, whether I'm a nurse or a doctor, it will reward according to your efforts. So whatever your profession, if you show up for your business every day, whatever your profession, I tell you, you can beat a lawyer. So yes, this is a to-go business. Back to you, Sister Vera. You are muted.
Limited.
Thank you so much, sis. I love the points that you actually, just, drew out there. And before I go ahead, to remark on whatever we all have said today, I'm going to quickly take this moment to appreciate those who are joining us, live right now. So we have namely Doc. Thank you so much, sis, for watching us. She's from Canada. And of course, have Alexander, Ryan, who is watching us from the USA. Thank you, bro. And then we have JJ Wagbai, who is watching us from Helsingborg, Sweden. Thank you so much, for joining us. We appreciate you all. And of course, we have those who are actually watching, but they have not made any comments. We see you all, and I can say we appreciate you. Because the more you are viewing us, the more you are commenting, the more Facebook will show this, important, video to other people. So we appreciate all your contributions. Thank you so much. And of course, we have Sharon Issa Consulting, who is watching us from, London, UK. Thank you so much once again, sis. So I love the points that you have actually drawn right now, sis, and each and every one of us today. I really want to, emphasize more on that, posterity, the golden age, right? Because for a lot of us, our golden years plan is to work so hard so that we don't lose our jobs, so that we don't get fired, so that at least we'll be able to stay at this job and have that, what they call it, the lump sum in retirement, which is the pension, right? And then if we sit down to actually think about it, that is not money that is being given to you for free. That is the money that you have actually contributed yourself. Like in Edo, we call it Olidara. In what do you call it? In Yoruba, they call it Ajo. Why in English they call it thrift collection, right? Where you have somebody who comes to your home to take your money every single day or every week or whatever plans you have. Then at the end of the month or at the end of the year, they give you back your savings. It's like you are doing savings, but somebody else is keeping it for you, right? So that is what it is like. And for so many of us, we are lucky enough to now realize that early. So that is why we have actually ventured into other, means to make sure that time is actually taken care of. And for so many, unfortunately, it's already when they get to the age that they realize, they look at the lump sum that is being mentioned, and they find that they've actually deprived themselves from traveling when they were able to travel, when you were able, you don't have no arthritis, like you said, Sister Shoko, no arthritis, no pains anywhere, no bags or no baggages or anything to pull you back from not traveling. But the truth is that when the time comes from you to now travel, you don't realize that the so-called lump sum that is being mentioned over the years cannot even take you on a 3-month a cruise to see the world, because you have deprived yourself from seeing the world all these years. When you now get to the time where you are supposed to see the world, you see that the money is not even enough. And for so many of us, I think during this week I read about a lady who was asking a question. Her retirement that she got was her retirement money that she got was only able to allow her pay off the rest of her mortgage, and of course to get what do you call it, the solar energy, for her, and that was it. Right now, she now starts to start living on either depending on her daughter, because for so many of us, that's our plan. That's some of our retirement plan. We want to train up our children so that when we get old, they will be paying us salary. They will be paying us monthly. We will not be be depending on them to take care of us. And that's why you see most of all this time, it's not as if our children do not love us, not as if we don't love our children, but because those children are going to have their own responsibility when that time comes. And now adding yours at that time is not even fair on them, right? And sometimes you see siblings fall apart because they not think differently. Who is going to feed mama this month? You are not bringing money to feed mama. But if you are actually taking care of your retirement, age or your golden years, that will not be the problem among the children, right? And for so many of us, we have actually now discovered that, by following the example of others, wise people actually learn from the mistakes of others. You've seen the mistakes of your mentors or those who have gone before you, who have now come to tell you this is the reality. That thing is not just something that you have to think back on. It is, you have to start planning now. And the lot of us are not planning now. And another reason why you see a lot of people venturing into digital business is because, of course, we know digital business is where you can work actively, but you still earn as much. So for a lot of people who have now discovered that if they were supposed to take this business as a side hustle, but the only 2 hours they put in a day, they feel that they are earning even much more than what they are earning at their 9 to 5 or 12 hours or 14 hours or 16 hours or thereabouts. So they're like, I think I've been kind of blindfolded all these years. So in that case, I want to take my time. That's why you see some people quitting, some cutting their jobs in half, some quitting multiple jobs to now have one, so they can have remaining time for themselves to travel as when they want. Or some are even going, not even, before, if they give you time to, to go on holiday, they say 3 weeks in a year, and you decide to take more than that, it's possible your job may give that to you, but to be on paid leave. So a lot of us are actually afraid to go on paid leave because what's going to happen to your income? But but you have this business on the side that is already, generating income for you passively. You can decide to take unpaid leave for as long as you want.
Yeah.
And when I had my own kids, when we were given, what do you call it, maternity leave for 6 months, but also given extra time if we want to. It was unpaid. You can stay up to 1 year. I dare not. Why will I stay to 1 year? What 6 months but unpaid? What am I going to be doing? Social welfare, they're not going to be paying me. So I decided to, come here, we have to do this job. Not only picking that job, but picking up extra on top of it just to make sure hands meet. But now here am I, a full job quitter. All right. I'm not even halfway up to where I even want to be in the business yet. But this, what I've earned here, have actually allowed me to stay at home with my beautiful kids and also to be able to, to take care of, my, the finances as well, in the family. So it is just a no-brainer for anybody. So before we go, I would like to ask Brother Michael, please, to tell people who are watching us right now, because some will be watching us right now and others will be watching us later. Tell them how they can actually get into this business.
Yes, thank you very much. It's just it's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy that we actually took this topic today. And if I
Mhm.
may, uh, when you talk about posterity, talk about future, talk about retirement in Sweden right now. Sweden has a system that you can actually calculate what you are going to be earning in future where you go on your on a pension. You can calculate it. You can go to the agency or to your bank, and they will calculate for you and tell you exactly how much you are going to be earning. You see that people who are supposed to be 1 2 years away from their retirement, and people who are actually retirement aged already, they are forced to now work 5 10 years more because there's no way they can live on what they are going to be getting. They are forced to because they didn't have this opportunity earlier. Now, it is a very straightforward and easy thing to get into this business. We are showing our face because we understand what we are doing. We know we are doing a genuine business. We are doing a business that is taxable. You are going to pay tax when you start in. And the two simple steps to starting is look at the different websites that below the faces we are looking at now. Which one of them that you fancy, go in, register your name, your correct name and your correct email address, and then we'll send you the information for you to do your due diligence. The informations are just there so that you can see what we are talking about and then take your time to really digest the information. Now, when you've done that, you proceed to pay a membership fee, a one-time membership fee of $149. Now, there's something beautiful about that membership fee. If you pay it, you are a member of this community for life. Now,
Yes.
if after paying that money and you've taken time, you've done your due diligence, and you see that this is a business that you want to do, then you proceed to the next level by making your or booking your coaching call. Now, there is another end to it. If after paying your $149 and you get the information that we are going to, more of the information we send to you and decide this is not for me, you have 1 month, 1 month to make a full withdrawal, to ask for a refund, no questions asked. So I'm pretty sure we are the only ones in this kind of business that offer a full money refund back within
Yeah.
1 month. Please mind
Yeah.
you, 1 month, you cannot ask for a refund after 2 3 months of sitting on the fence. If within 1 month you want to have a refund, you will get your money back, no questions asked. So those are the easy steps to start off. And like I said, each of the faces you are seeing here now are mentors. Sister Shoko, Princess, myself, we are mentors. Vera is a mentor and a coach. So it is, are you hearing me, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Whichever are the ones you fancy, just go on and register on our website. And if you already registered on our website and you already gotten the informations that we send to you, go ahead. I implore you, you will not regret you're doing so. Go ahead and pay your $149
$49.
dollars. That makes you a lifetime member of this community. Go ahead and pay that money. if within 1 month after paying the money you are not sure, or you decide to have a refund, make a request, or you get your money back, it is very important, because time, they say, waits for no one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Esosa, and Sister Shoko, Princess. Thank you for coming on today for this session. And until we see you again next week, we say it's a goodbye from us. Bye for now.